Hi guys, Ruslana here. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be like a happy, funny one. I'm going to talk about the whole Melanie Martinez, Timothy Heller situation. I researched this for hours last night, and that's the reason I didn't film the video right away, was because I wanted to wait for more stuff to come out because I knew it would. And yeah, now I literally have everything there is to possibly know about the whole situation, and I'm going to share all those facts, receipts with you, and you can form your opinion on the whole thing. So basically, I'm sorry for looking down the whole time. I have all my notes and proof on my computer, so I'll be looking this way a lot. So Timothy Heller is Melanie Martinez's ex-friend, and on December 4th she posted this whole entire story on Twitter about Melanie Martinez assaulting her. I'm not going to read the entire thing. I'm sure you've all seen it before, but if you haven't, I'll put the screenshots up on the screen so you can pause the video and read everything. But basically she says that Melanie has been trying to get her to sleep with her for 2 nights in a row, and then she repeatedly said no. She let her know that she wasn't interested, but then on the second night Melanie convinced her to smoke weed with her, and then she continued trying to approach her and then ended up raping her on the night of June 25th, 2015. So obviously some people are siding with Timothy, some people are siding with Melanie. I'm going to break down all the points and let you know all the facts there are. So the first thing everyone was saying is that you should automatically believe the victim, and that's why people started hating on Melanie and burning like her merch and stuff. I cannot personally agree with that. I do believe that victims should be able to talk about their experiences and speak up. However, I also realistically understand that there will be people, especially when we're talking about celebrities, that will try and lie about it. I'm not saying that Timothy lied. I'm not excusing Melanie. I'm not saying that she is 100% innocent. I'm just saying that even though that's totally wrong, some people would lie about stuff like this. So automatically assuming that the victim is telling the truth is not what we should be doing, I don't believe, because like I said, people lie, and that's just that. So the next thing people were saying is that it's weird that Timothy, her pinned tweet is about her single that came out called Sleep, and they were saying that if she just shared this important experience, and she is traumatic experience, and she's trying to spread awareness about things like that and let people know that not only men can rape people, then why wouldn't that be her pinned tweet? And Timothy justified it by saying that that tweet has been pinned since October when the single came out. But like I said, if you were not coming out with this story to ruin Melanie's career or whatever, it would make sense to pin the tweet that tells your story. So that one was suspicious. But then also another thing that rubbed me the wrong way was that Timothy posted a video to her YouTube channel about a week ago, before all of this started happening, saying that she will be releasing the music video for Sleep soon. And if she were to lie about this whole thing, it would be pretty smart to tell the story after you already released your single, but before you release your music video. So I personally think that if the music video comes out in the next like 1 to 2 weeks, then Timothy probably either wasn't telling the truth and was just doing all of this for attention, or the event did happen, but she chose to share the story now so that more people can also get to listen to her music, which, I mean, that would be smart, I guess. Another thing people were saying is that Melanie and Timothy were starting their careers at the same time, and they have a similar type of music that they put out. So Timothy just got jealous because Melanie's career was being more successful. This next thing, I saw this person on Twitter talk about it, and it's the fact that Timothy Heller has borderline personality disorder, and she has talked about it in her videos and in her recent live stream, so she confirmed that she has it. And according to BorderlineCentral.com, people with the disorder experience problems with distorted thinking. And then also according to a different website, an individual who is seen as a friend one day may be considered an enemy or traitor the next. These shifting feelings can lead to intense and unstable relationships, which, again, I'm not saying that this is for sure why what's happening is happening, but it should be taken into account when we're trying to break down the whole situation. So also people are saying that there is no proof. Why didn't she go to the police? Why did she wait so long? Because it's been over 2 years. Why did she wait so long to talk about this situation? Why did she keep talking to Melanie? And I guess those are valid questions to ask, but at the same time you never, it's such a hard topic to talk about, because you don't know how, unless you've gone through something similar, you don't know how you would react. And then again, rape is something that is very hard to prove a lot of the time, so I don't think any of those are valid reasons to think that Timothy is lying. Also, there was a picture that Timothy posted to her Instagram after the alleged incident happened, of her dressed up, or not dressed up, but she had the same hair as Melanie, she had the same makeup, and people think that's suspicious, because if you were just raped by this person, why would you keep talking to them, but then let alone dress up like them and post pictures of you dressed up as them? And in a recent live stream, Timothy addressed that. I will leave the link to the live stream in the description so that you can watch it. She said that yes, she did post that picture and that happened after the alleged incident, but the reason she did that was because her and Melanie were still trying to work out their friendship, and Timothy was on tour with Melanie and they just thought it was a fun little thing to do. Which I guess, like I said, it could make sense when you just went through this horrible experience, when you were confused, when this was your friend, when this was someone you truly and deeply cared for. I can see how you might act differently from what people expect. But the thing that made me suspicious about this was that Timothy deleted that picture from her Instagram when people started noticing it. So there is that. I'm sorry this video is all over the place. I wanted to make it more structured, but there's just so much to talk about. This is what you're getting. So the next thing I want to talk about is the timeline. So the day the alleged incident supposedly took place was June 25th, 2015, like I said. But then people found this picture on Timothy's Instagram from June 25th, I believe. Of her with some friends in a pool, and they were saying how that's weird, but that same picture was posted by her friend a couple days before that, so obviously she just posted a picture that had been taken previously, so that doesn't change anything. However, Melanie posted this picture of her going home to LA on June 25th, 2015, which means she wasn't in the same city as Timothy on June 24th, which would be the first day that Timothy claims Melanie was trying to approach her and trying to get her to sleep with her. And again, that was brought to Timothy's attention during her live stream that she did, and what she said about that was that, and again, that I thought was pretty weird. She said that she doesn't have a good memory, so maybe she just messed up the dates. And then I just feel like you'd remember the day you were raped. I don't want to sound insensitive, but I thought that was a little weird. And then she also said that she didn't specifically remember the day she was raped. She was going off of a picture that she thought she took a day or two after the alleged incident took place, which was a bit confusing to me. Basically, she was saying that she didn't remember the day of the rape. She just remembered that she took some picture of her a day or two after that, so she was going off of the picture to try and remember when the rape happened, and that was very weird to me. I mean, I don't know. Also, we have Stella Rose, who is the actress who played Melanie's mom in her music videos. She, on December 5th, so the day after the accusations, she posted to her Twitter saying, "When someone you already knew was shitty gets called out for being even shittier than you thought. If you need me, I'll be over here processing a weird mixture of frustration and relief." She said that, basically saying that Melanie is a shitty person. But again, that could be true, but just because she is a shitty person does not necessarily make her a rapist. And again, I'm not trying to defend anyone, I'm just trying to look at all the facts that we have and try and look at them from all the possible angles to get a better picture. So apparently Melanie's makeup artist for Dollhouse music video tweeted this when Melanie was accused of rape, and then she deleted it. She posted 3 pictures of her, or a collage of 3 pictures of her with Melanie, and she said, "What does it say when an artist stops working with her entire team to the extent where she has to become a makeup artist, director, video editor, stylist, and adopt 100 job titles? They're not multi-talented, they're controlling and hard to work with." And then these are some questions she was asked after she tweeted that, and basically she says that she was outraged. Obviously, just because she might be a shitty person doesn't mean she automatically becomes a rapist. So that's why she deleted the tweet. That's why she doesn't want to be part of this whole situation anymore. She thinks Melanie is not a good person, but she doesn't know if the rape accusations are true or not because she never had a similar experience with Melanie. So then we have this. Right around the time Timothy released her single, she tweeted saying, "What if I have my own story of abuse, but I'm scared to ruin the person's life, and I still love them in a fucked up way, and the public really loves them, and I'm sorry, I'm sick, and most probably wouldn't believe me. I need advice." And then in an interview Timothy did with Newsweek, she claimed that 20 minutes after she posted this tweet, Martinez tried to contact her. It was the first time Heller had heard from her in more than a year. And then she says, "I started sobbing when I saw Melanie was calling me, and I blocked her." And then Melanie tried calling her boyfriend and sent him several text messages asking him to put her in touch with Heller. In Martinez's text messages, which Newsweek has read, the 22-year-old singer says she recently dreamed about Heller and that inspired her to get in touch. Martinez also suggests the services of a healer named Raven, which Heller said she found insane and deeply insulting. I'm sorry if the angle is different, my camera stopped recording, but I was saying that my thing with that statement is that those text messages would prove pretty much 100% that Melanie did actually rape Timothy, because if the story was false, why would Melanie care about Timothy sharing it? And if those messages exist, and if Timothy showed them to Newsweek, it would make so much sense to share those text messages online, post them to Twitter, because I don't see why not. That would make everyone believe you. That would make the story so much more believable. I just don't understand why you can't share those messages on Twitter. If you already shared this whole entire personal experience, I just cannot piece those two together. And then there is this picture that, again, Timothy shared with Newsweek of Melanie on the night, supposedly, of the alleged incident. And Melanie's fans are saying that at that time Melanie had a different hairstyle, which I couldn't find any proof of that. If you know for sure if this is the hair she had or not, let me know in the comments below. Link some pictures if you can, because that would be, again, something important to consider. However, again, hair is, I mean, there is wigs, there is whatever, it's not something set in stone, so it could easily change throughout multiple days. But then I think that's everything we have gotten from Timothy so far. As for Melanie, we heard from her twice. The first time was on December 4th after Timothy shared her story, and the second time was on December 9th. So the first tweet, she said that basically the story is not true, and she is hurt by the fact that basically Timothy would lie about it. But the part people were suspicious about was where Melanie said she never said no to what we chose to do together. And honestly, I think it was taken way out of context. If you read the whole thing, you can tell that Melanie doesn't deny the fact that they were intimate, but she says that it was consensual. Basically, people were saying that she's been saying no for 2 days in a row, and like by her body language it was obvious that she didn't want this. But again, this doesn't sound like she's saying, oh, just because she didn't say no it means yes. It just sounds like she thought it was consensual, or I just don't see what the big deal is. I'm sorry. I just feel like Melanie admitted that they were intimate, and she said that it was consensual. Basically, that's how I see this tweet. And then the second tweet she posted, like I said, on December 9th, and she said, I want to thank my fans who took the time to research the timeline, and basically, please know that my intentions with everything that I do in my life are always pure, and I would never be intimate with someone without their absolute consent, which again just proves what she said in the previous post. But people are saying that now she denies the fact they were intimate, which I do not see anywhere in this tweet. And then that's all the information we have so far. I understand that it might sound like I am defending Melanie. I'm not. I'm just saying that this is a hard topic to talk about, because like I said, with rape, it's really hard to prove anything, especially when it happened over 2 years ago. But then there are some things in Timothy's story that just don't add up, like the timeline and those messages. I just don't understand why she wouldn't share them, why she wouldn't tweet screenshots of those messages. It's very confusing to me. I don't understand that. Again, I'm not taking sides. I don't feel like I know enough to be 100% sure that Melanie is a rapist, or be 100% sure that Timothy is lying. It could be anything. I mean, we don't know, but I'm just saying that a lot of things look suspicious as of right now. I just felt like this was important to talk about. I felt like I had found some really good information that maybe not everyone is familiar with, and that is important in this case. Even if the accusations end up being false, I don't think this should discourage anyone from coming out. I do, like I said, again, I think it's important that people share their stories, but then again, we shouldn't jump to conclusions. We should do more research. We shouldn't believe either party just because they're the alleged victim or the alleged rapist. I feel like I said something wrong. I feel like people are going to get offended now. Like I said, I just think it's important to question everything, because people lie. So we'll see how this whole thing plays out. I truly believe that the truth will come out eventually, and if Melanie did do this, then it's absolutely horrifying, and she should be held accountable for it. And I mean, if Timothy did lie, then that's also really, really bad, and I don't understand why somebody would do that. But yeah, I hope I didn't say anything wrong. I hope I didn't offend anyone. I tried to be as neutral as I possibly could. I tried to just present you with facts, and if there is anything that I missed, any information that is important to this case, please let me know in the comments below, because I want to keep following this. I want to know the truth, because this is really important. And I sound so bad today. I'm sorry. I'm sick. But yeah, that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this whole thing in the comments below, and I will see you later in my next video. Bye!